I am a musician who currently resides in New York, although I lived in Baltimore for a good 10 years, back in the late 80s and 90s. Yeah, I've been playing music for a long time in hundreds of bands, I suppose. This is my latest project, which essentially is a solo project. And I started that about a year ago. It's unlike any other music that I've done in the past. So this is something that I really wanted to start playing and exploring.
Across the floor, hands are feeling rough.
Matt asked if I wanted to participate in this project, and the understanding was to do something as close to live as possible. I really wanted to have a band, to play with. So Shirley Hale Kozlowski was on bass and vocals. Warren Bowes played guitar, and Rob Girardi played guitar as well. They're friends of mine that we have known for years and years and years. All three of them were people that I knew would be perfect for this project. Just the manner, the approach that they have to music, and how they play it. So I just contacted all three of them via phone and asked if they wanted to do this thing, and I said, let's just get together the night before and we'll see what happens. Love Come Tumbling. It was a song that I wrote recently. The melody was something I just sort of had in my head, and the lyrics I just sort of pulled out of my subconscious. I had no idea really what they mean. A lot of what I write will be like from lucid dreaming, or just phrases that I remember here and there. This type of music that I'm doing now really is unlike anything I've ever done before. Like a lot of my past bands were a lot more punk. This is something I really like. I feel that this is truly in my heart. Like, this is the direction I need to be going at this time, even though it's like something completely different. For me, like, the imperfection is what makes it alive, you know what I mean? So I've spent years playing controlled music, and it's sort of, I just wanted to feel something again, Like, after the birth of my daughter, I started like re-experiencing life, And it's not like you're living your life vicariously through your kid. Basically, your kid helps you remember like things that you totally forget, and it's not like life lesson things. It's just little tiny things, like, what the sun felt like when you were that age, or what something smelled like, or there's things like that. And I feel that music, what makes it so exciting when you play with other people and you're recreating things that are intangible, things that you're recreating what it is to be alive, and it's messy, and it's like sloppy, and it's full of mistakes, but it's also full of like exhilarating moments.
Undesired on the road.
I've always liked collaborating with musicians. I like actually having different musical conversations with different people. So a lot of times people would say, that was a great show. I'm like, we don't even remember it because it was such a conversation. We're just so in the moment. So that's what I feel like, music is really in general. It's like, even though it's documented, I like music that's alive and that you can't really repeat. It's something that you experience, organically. The two guitar players, they're so different. Rob is way more emotional the way he plays, and it's very haphazard, which I love. And Warren is also masterfully controlled, and methodically thought out, but also extremely tasteful. And the way they played together, it was amazing. And it came out exactly as I hoped for. I've known Shirley I played music with her for over 25 years. We were in two bands together. She's one of my best friends in Baltimore, phenomenal musician. I was happy to be able to get these people at this moment of time to play these two particular songs, you know. It's great. It's this moment is, I guess, forever, like, you know, minted.
Star become undesired on the.
So On the Run was the very first song I wrote for Divining Rod. Something that I had had in my head drifting around, and you know, when I recorded it was pretty much fully formed. And it wasn't like something I had to work on, which is nice because I sort of like songs like that. To me, those are the best ones that just come out. Funny, I don't know why I do it. I think most people will tell you that. Any artist or painter or sculptor or, you know, anybody in any kind of creative field will tell you that it's, you know, they just feel compelled to do it, almost like they're enslaved by it, and against better judgment, you know, you go and do it, you know. As I get older, I become a hater of less music. It's tiresome, and it's you know, it's not worth hating. That's the best thing about, I guess, getting older. You know, you don't have as much time in your life reserved to hating shit. You know, every time I hear somebody saying, "Oh, you know, there's no good music today," I think they're idiotic. There's always something good. It's just not in front of you. You just have to go out and find it. I always think, like, maybe misguidedly so, I always think that my best work's ahead of me, you know, and my friend Jeff said, you know, yesterday is a corpse, and tomorrow's unknown, but today is, you know, alive, this moment, you know, and that's what we should be focusing on and, like, really experiencing.